Welcome back. This is the only critique that matters. Let's continue with telltale signs. As I've witnessed the community psyop firsthand, up close and personal, it's usually set in motion then played out over years. They do this to try and hide the origin story, so they can just write it off in the sea of everyday chaos they have on autopilot. The worst actions are perpetrated by the people you think are paid to be the good guys. I can't help but recognize the hallmarks and modus operandi when the news media shows its complicity when selling a narrative-sweetening story. Like the London acid attack circus, the sequence of events are impossible today, you know that right. Police can undo listen into your home environment through your phones and spy using any one of the cameras you purchased for personal and private security. Or use Wi-Fi powered radar to watch every move you make in your home. At the touch of a button. They've been doing it for years, using the secret capability held within the criminally voyeuristic networks of cops and organized crime. They are ultimately the same people. The police and security services have nothing to do but £150 billion worth of toys to play with. The Nottingham stabbing is a half-truth. Sad end, of course. But Callaghan was seemingly a victim of hardcore agitation and manipulation by the police and security services. He even visited MI5 HQ, asking them to leave him alone. Who does that? Well, they work hand in hand with the National Health and any other service with access into any sector who will help institute the drip of an oppressive and abusive atmosphere of reactive abuse, waiting for you to predictably call it out so they can in turn incorrectly label you mentally unstable, while simultaneously abusing you. This is the modus operandi, gone live worldwide, in lockstep with the age-old eugenic-style depopulation model. They will watch you act out an incident like that, then lie in the wake of tragedy. I have no doubt he would tell a similar story to Levi Davis. He was hit with a midnight climax-style op. Psychological warfare tactics used in the local community by police and NHS staff against an innocent, unsuspecting member of the public. The state are the abusers. You should have learned this after the 2020. The dancing nurses in empty hospitals, while cancer patients died at home. The government told you to clap in return for the calculated deaths of small business while you all sat at home and got fatter and more docile, more impressionable. Now add the massive rise in criminal cases involving police officers. They are freer than ever to murder, rape, manage drug supplies, and fake protests, amid soaring rates of what they call misconduct. All of this while the state has given itself more power to suppress the free speech of anyone who would dare to not be scared into silence. Again, I've seen every stage and character the state and its proxies use and misuse. That's why I mentioned Waco in episode 1. That's the style and nature of relentless assault that is being used across the world as faux military operations play out using a documented psychological warfare playbook. They are to blame for an unknowable number of crimes and loss of life incidents, where the professional liars take both sides of the situation. They nearly got me. It represents a new level of narcissistic swagger. You see it yet? No? You will. I call it liberal communism, served with a smile. Thanks again. Remember to work out, eat fresh, feed the mind with worthy information. Check out my Instagram reels and catch me on Twitter X at Manolito1886.